Hello, my name is Landon Whitsitt. I'm the Executive and Stated Clerk of the Synod of Mid-America, and today I'd like to talk to you about a grant opportunity offered by the Synod called the Innovation Fund. In June of 2011, the commissioners of the Synod voted to convert a almost $600,000 building fund into an innovation fund for the purpose of furthering creative ministry within our region, within the 6 presbyteries that make up the Synod of Mid-America. The purpose of this fund is to support those presbyteries to secure creative and thoughtful elders who can facilitate visions for new congregational ministry that the presbyteries may not otherwise have been able to pursue. This is yet another way that the Synod is putting into practice something that we believe, and that is that Presbyterians want to pursue creative and risky ministry for the sake of Jesus Christ. But sometimes they just need a little bit of help to do it. And so that is what the Innovation Fund is all about. The basics of the Innovation Fund are this. The Synod of Mid-America is going to provide funding to offer a stipend of $10,000 a year for an identified elder. That could be a teaching elder or a ruling elder, but to an identified elder who is working about 20 hours a week. The Synod is going to provide funding for pension and basic medical coverage through the Board of Pensions. The Synod is going to provide placement in our program gathering for pastoral sustenance. We're going to provide this new elder, this new leader with training in evangelism and community organizing. We're going to provide regular consultations with the staff from our Presbyterian Mission Agency Evangelism and Church Growth Office. And we're going to offer this person regular spiritual direction. The Synod of Mid-America is committed to making sure that presbyteries are able to afford someone who wants to pursue creative and risky ministry for the sake of Jesus Christ. And so we have devised this innovation fund for that purpose. Now, the word innovation is an interesting word, and when we use it, we mean it merely as a placeholder. The word innovation is simply a placeholder, and it is intended to suggest something to our applicants, to the presbyteries who request this money. We merely want to suggest a broad approach to ministry that the Synod wishes to support. Other words that we could have used would have been creative or new, prototypical, inventive, out of the box, different, risky, groundbreaking, cutting edge, imaginative, generative, or constructive, among others. Those are just a few of the words that we could have used, but we decided to use the word innovation and innovative. But regardless of the specific word that we are using, it is the Synod's wish that the kind of ministry that is supported through the use of this fund is a ministry that has not yet been tried in a given presbytery. Now, the Synod doesn't expect that these ministries are going to run counter to the context that a given presbytery wishes to serve. We understand that a presbytery's proposal has to make sense for the people and the place in which it finds itself. So the proposals need to both make sense to a given context, and they also need to represent a step forward. This can be a myriad of things. It is the intention of the Synod to provide money from the Innovation Fund to support various proposals resulting in new worshiping communities. Now, while it is not assumed that all of these proposals are going to result in the chartering of a new congregation, it is our fervent hope that each one of the proposals is both creative enough to be exciting and at the same time realistic enough to be feasible. It should be noted that proposals that do not fit the typical new church development model are going to be preferred, and additionally, proposals for new ministries are preferred over proposals that resemble redevelopment kinds of endeavors. Now, if a presbytery is going to submit a request for some of these funds, the following items need to be taken into account. Proposals should not ordinarily request the funding of existing ministries. Funding proposals are eligible for yearly renewal for a maximum of 3 years of funding. Funding proposals should expect to submit to regular accountability and reporting to the Synod. A presbytery may have no more than one proposal considered per 12 months, but proposals can be submitted at any time. One of the things that the Synod would like to be very clear on is that we do not take proposals from individuals within presbyteries. We only take proposals from presbyteries themselves. So if you have a project, if you have an idea that you believe is innovative and has the capacity to spread the grace and peace of Jesus Christ within your presbytery, please contact the appropriate person or group within your presbytery and make a case that yours should be the funding requests submitted to us. You can go to our website, synodma.org, and find the application, description, and parameters for the Innovation Fund there. You can download that document and use it in crafting your requests, and we really look forward to seeing what kind of exciting ministry that Jesus Christ has in store for His church in this neck of the woods.